Okay, so nice to meet you,
And you.
Mayor of Corby.
Hello.
How does it feel? Tell me, how does it feel being Mayor of Corby?
Absolute honour. I think it's one of the jobs of a lifetime that you probably don't often get, right? To be the first resident of a town, especially with spirit like Corby has.
Yes. Awesome. And what has changed for you, would you like personally and also as a resident since you became mayor?
I think I've become more aware of how much good community work is already happening.
Yeah.
Because obviously you kind of live in your own community, and to see everything that's going on is, it's fantastic.
Awesome. And was it, well, sorry, I'll take this back a little bit. Was it a childhood ambition for you, or is that something that just came by default?
No, I don't think it was a childhood ambition. I never really wanted to go into politics at all. I was more of a community activist.
Awesome.
And knew that I had the power to change things. It was almost one of the biggest mantras my mum gave me. But I come from a family of service, so military family. I've always worked in the public sector, never been in the private sector, and it just lent itself nicely.
And if you don't mind me asking, where have you worked in the public sector?
Health. I was a carer myself. I spent 10 years as a carer.
Oh, wow.
Very much a similar trajectory.
Oh yes.
NHS as a clinical support worker, and for the last decade in the police.
Awesome. Oh, what a mixture there.
Indeed.
Brilliant. And can you tell us about your charity work as mayor?
Absolutely. So I wanted to make sure the charities I chose had a lasting impact.
Yes.
So the first one was Community First Responders, and they're essentially a volunteer version of a paramedic.
Right.
And they're able to deploy as volunteers directly to where people are having any serious health conditions, and that makes a real difference. I also chose Teamwork, and they work with adults with autism and mental health challenges.
Oh yes.
And I don't think the community understands either of those two things well enough. So it's really important that we get as much funding as we can into that organisation. And the last one is the Lions, because I knew there'd be a legacy there.
Oh yes.
The Lions have been in Corby for 50 years, and they're looking forward to the next 50 years. So whatever we can bring in for them will have a lasting impact.
Awesome, brilliant. I love charity work all the time. As our special guest of honour, what would you have to say about Cannes, the evening that we're planning that's to come?
I think it's so crucial, isn't it? Because many of us take even unpaid carers' responsibility of our family, and I think there is so many gaps in which people are falling through that it is for the families, the friends, the neighbours to pick it up. And those that choose a career in care, it is a thankless task sometimes, because there's almost an expectation, and the remunerations are really not quite good enough. So it's really nice to see an organisation that's wanting to support, encourage and develop their staff more.
And tell us, what would be your final word to the Corby residents?
I think that would be that the power is within us all.
Oh yes.
We all have the ability to make a change, whatever that might be for us.
Couldn't agree more.
Lovely.
All right.